I think it's also what I did, and I just didn't even catch it. So I apologize for that. Well, there's a rare sight right there, a reset during a marathon.
Alright, cool. So,
It happens, I guess.
yeah, something simple. Cool, well, I'll go back. When you're ready, just count off.
Sounds good. Thank you. Alright, I guess I'll count at any time then. I guess you can just say in chat when you're ready. Good go? Okay, perfect. Again, sorry about that, everyone. Apparently I goofed, so now we're good. Let's start from the very top again. Like you didn't just see the last 2 minutes. Okay, okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Kirby Squeak for Nintendo DS. First off, I'm gonna be sliding a bit to save a little bit of time. There's an edge dash right there. I got it this time, so we're good. What is I slide at the edge. As soon as I get off the edge, on the first frame I do so, I can slide very far across the screen. It gets more distance if I just do as soon as I can able to do so. It's exponential like that, it's weird. I got burring there because burring is very fast. Oops. Alright, so I got fire right there. It's called burring in Nightmare in Dreamland, so I got confused a bit. We're good. Of note, I'm playing this game on Wii U VC because it saves a lot. It saves a ridiculous amount of time in loads. It's actually kind of crazy. Like it saves about, I think, I've come to the conclusion it's about 2.5 minutes or so just from load times alone. It's really dumb. Yeah, main mechanic of the game, these bubbles right here, they do a thing. I explained this already. But yeah, you collect them, you can get power from them any single time you want to. That's what they do essentially. Now you can combine them as well and get a random power out of it. Which usually if you combine like certain stuff in certain areas, you get like certain powers, which is really nice. Anyways, we got the first mix of the game right here. It can be the only mix of the run actually. I'll be taking this little fire to me. Actually, this other fire to me. I got it first try. There's the wheel mix. It's only a few frames to get that, but it saves a ton of time. We're not out of the woods yet though, because now we have the first main boss of the game, which is actually really luck based. It's Mr. Frosty. I don't want him to be next to the wall. He used to run towards me, and he did. Hooray! And he's a perfect spot for me actually. Unfortunately, his ice block said no, so therefore I got hurt by it. That's fine. Oh, didn't even explain it, but this mechanic I'm doing here when you gain a lot of height with my wheel, it's called a wheel jump. Wheel jumping in this game is ridiculous because you go like the entire length of the screen when you do this. Basically, I press A, then B, then hold down A. That allows me to get a ton of heights. You'll see that a lot throughout the entire run. Also, this cutscene is unskippable, unfortunately. At least not with my current power. You can skip that if you have animal and you do a very precise dive over a chest there. But getting animal is slower because wheel is very fast. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you want to see, if I want to show off a few glitches for after the run's over, then you gotta donate $20 for that. Probably be pretty cool. If you stop an AGQ around the game, you'll see one of the glitches in that, but the other one I have not shown off before. Alright, precise jump right here, and I got it. Allows me to not have to stop and get wheel again. Or not use wheel again, I mean. There we go. Next level is very, very important, so do not blink. Or you'll miss it. And that's it. What's important about the level though is that I get a question mark bubble. I'll explain what question mark bubbles after this next boss here. Like exactly what their purpose is, because they have a very important purpose in the run. Alright, let's do this. This is King Deity. What I'm doing is stunk him with the sword right here. That's all I'll be doing. Then, if I get lucky here off this mix of Ice and Beam, I will get Wheel. Which I got Wheel! Dude, alright. This is gonna save an absolute crapload of time now. Now to have Wheel. This is important. So yeah, getting Wheel after DD right there is very, very, very good. Very, very good luck, I mean. Because it saves a lot of time in the next few levels. More specifically, like 20 seconds or so. It's actually pretty ridiculous. So, good stuff so far. Now, what we're doing here is I'm getting this chest. You don't have to get chests at all, and it actually wastes time to get chests most of the time. But this chest contains the animal scroll, which will be in one room later on the run. And you have to get chests anyway in this level anyways, because one of the required chests in this game is right here. Oops, I missed it. There we go. So yeah, that's the, this chest is a star seal. There are, there's 5 star seals in the game, and you need to get all 5 of them before the end of World 6, or else you can't complete the game. The game will just not allow you to continue. So they're the first one out of 5. So yeah, I'll explain the question bubbles actually, like, once you get to level 3 here, because that's where it's relevant. That's what I'll do. I'm just thinking out loud, never mind. Yeah, we use the wheel a lot here. Usually use fire, and fire is fast in a lot of places, but not in this case. Wheel allows for some cool movement in this level anyways. Oops, did a little too early. Couple wheel jumps right here, and bam. So yeah, there's another question mark bubble up there beginning really quick. I said they're very, very important. I went down there for no reason. I could just float up there, but I beefed it. Oh well. Yeah, here's why question bubbles are important. I have 4 frames during this. Again, visibility candy. Let's see if I can do it. I missed it right there. I have one more chance right now, though. Oh, I was a few frames off. They have the power after visibility candy in that bubble. But yeah, what the visibility candies do is that they save a lot of time on bosses, because they do a ton of damage and they are very fast for killing them. If you have 2 visibility candies there, you actually be able to show it off on this next boss coming up right here. We've seen that a lot throughout the run, these invisibility candies. They are very, very useful, to say the very least. They absolutely destroy bosses, like I said. We've been seeing them on, like, actual bosses, not many bosses like this most of the time. And that was a pretty good fight. I'm gonna lose my power. That boss is luck-based because you need to be away from the wall most of the time. If he's near the wall, then it's really hard to hurt him. Especially if he jumps like that, because if he jumps like that, then it really is just a damper on everything. Because I just get hurt, and that's not good.
For a donation.
Everyone knows that getting hurt when you play a video game is not a good thing. And real life as well, too. Speaking of which.
Yeah, mind if I cut in? Cool.
Alright, I got bad luck on that enemy there, because he moved like right where I was supposed to get out of wheel there. It was weird. There's also a very quick level here. This level is just one important thing about it though. That's at the very end. I need this chest at the very end of this level. This chest contains a Kyro scroll, which is important for actually the final boss of this game at this point. Oh, and the next boss too. Boss of World 2. But yeah, it upgrades your cutter, which allows it to, instead of just hitting enemies once, it'll allow it to go through enemies. You can control where your cutter goes too. It's really good. You actually never see the regular form of cutter in this run because of that. Because you don't have to use it until this level right here, really. Alright, so, little thing I do really quick, gotta take a little detour into this door, which contains a wheel bubble. Using that for later. And now there's a little bit of a newer strat that I'm doing here. Instead of using the cutter guy right there, or Sir Cable as he's called, I'm going to be just using Wheel here, because that's just the same damage, surprisingly. And it's faster for after this is over. If I keep running to the wall. So yeah, Wheel is kind of OP in this game to say at very least. That's why I'm using it just like everywhere at this point. It's kind of, you know, the best power in the game. And you can do stuff like that with his movements. So if you don't like rolling around at the speed of sounds, then I'm sorry, it's not the run for you. But it's okay, all is forgiven. Yeah, we did? Nice. That is good. Oops, I need to actually get rid of that because you need to get a question mark over right there. And now we got Cutter. Crap. Okay, so I got bad luck on Molly there. If Molly goes in the background at all, it wastes a lot of time because then she'll just like body slam herself in the ground here. She actually hurts herself. Like, she can die if she hits the ground there and has like 1 health left. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, sorry, I have my headphones off. Sorry about that. It's unfortunately I have to have game audio through a gamepad in this game. Oh, I was too off there. But yeah, I have to have audio through a gamepad, so I have it off, unfortunately. So I'm using headphones for this. Come on. There we go. That was a little weird. But yeah, I've not gotten Invisibility Candy at all yet, unfortunately. Which is not good for me because it saves a ton of time on the boss of this world here, Krakow. We'll get there though. I have backup strats for that in case I don't have it. It's still okay. Alright, a little bit of wheel action right here. There we go. So on these candy games after each level, it's one of the main places where I'm going to be healing in the run if I ever need health. If there's like no health item at all throughout the rest of this level, for instance. It's very useful for many reasons. There's also one mechanic about it that is kind of cool, that if you mash, there's I think a 5-frame leeway or so to actually have the cannon shoot upwards immediately as soon as you get inside of it. But usually there's like an item there no matter what happens. So it's very important, it's very helpful. Oops. I tried to be a little fancy there with that kill because he had 2 hits left, but that's fine. That's Boxy right there. If you select up Boxy, she gives you the magic power, which is one of my favorite powers in all of Kirby actually. It's a very silly power and it's really good. Oh crap. So I was trying to get that, I was trying to get Doc there to drop the chest on top of the little island. Unfortunately it didn't happen, but it's okay. Having dropped the wires just wasted a little bit of time. Also, here's my backup for the boss's world. I'm using this Kyler bubble instead. Because I'm probably not going to get another question mark bubble before the very end. Let's go out my way for it. Which I'm not going to do. Oh yeah, no. Wow, I've never gotten hurt by that before, actually. I went too fast there that the, this bomb enemy's little leaflet there, which has like an extremely tiny hitbox. It actually hit me for once. I've never had that happen before, and I've run this game for my entire speedrunning career. It's my first speed game ever. Interesting. That was cool. Oops. Yeah, actually pretty much at this point. That's happened to me the last few times I streamed. I stream really late at night, so yeah. Let's see if I can do this. This is a... Yeah, I got it, cool. So I have just enough visibility frames there to actually go through that last middle enemy. It's very, very quick and hard to do. Alright, I'm gonna do a mix right here. I was, I think 4 off. That was not good at all. No, that's 3 off. Tornado's 3 off, okay. 3 powers off behind it, I mean. So yeah, I've not gotten any question rolls at all, or not gotten invisibility cannons at all, unfortunately. I'm hoping to eventually correct that, because it makes the run very fast and very cool. And it gets a lot of bad luck, too. You will for sure be seeing one invisibility cannon later on, though, because one of the bosses takes that. And it's the fastest way to kill it. There's a guaranteed one I can get somewhere. So you'll see at least one eventually, but we'll hopefully I get it mixed by then. Because it's really cool and hard to get. Okay. Let's see if I can do this level. This level is 3 screens long, but each screen is actually pretty challenging. Like I got that for instance. There's another edge dash just for the ladies. I'm gonna click this and click at the fire right now. If I can. There we go. Unfortunately, I got nothing good out of it. Actually, the worst pirate in the game right there. I got Cupid. Cupid is really terrible. That's all I can really say about it. Like, you know, Kirby floats upwards all the time. Instead, Kirby will just kind of float in air and just like not go upwards, and he'll shoot right down arrows from above, just like an angel floating, I guess. It's really not a good power though. Alright, so yeah, I'm using cover here. It's gonna waste some time compared to using candy, but it's fine. That's all I can really do. Before we use the mid-spinning candy strats, this is what we use on Cracker all the time, this color. I'm gonna throw another one right here. So go up here, and got the good platform cycle. So basically, Cracker here can make 2 different platform patterns. One which is just one long platform like that with like nothing on the sides, or you can make like 4 small platforms, which is a problem because whenever he does that electric attack, you get hit by it, you actually get into a very long hitstone animation, which will kill you most of the time. I've like only gotten out of it once before, and thankfully that was fine right there. So one downside that not having the candy here is that here you normally have a wheel just for this one screen, which does save time, of course. But then you have to switch a cut here anyways for this boss. Oh, I don't know how he grabbed me right there. I was like right behind him, he grabbed me somehow from in front of me. That was weird. Anyways, that's that boss, he's out of the way. Now here is, unfortunately now, the only instance of high jump in the run. You see this high jump in a lot of different places, including just right here, but now we figured out the wheel is just faster, and I can get a wheel, I guarantee, in certain ways, in some places. Here we go. The screen's kinda cool though. This wheel's usually a power that makes it go vertically and horizontally faster. You actually go a little diagonally faster in that one, using wheel. Yep, it's actually called Boxer Hounds. Or rather, it's just called Boxer, I think. Which makes complete sense, because it's Boxer Hounds. So I'm collecting Sword Double right here, which will be useful for the boss of this world. There's a really cheesy strat to use the boss that I think you'll probably enjoy. I'll explain when I get there. But it involves using the sword. If you remember the boss this level is, it's really hard to use sword on him. If you ever played this game, of course, you probably remember. And bam. Let's see double fire. You saw it a few earlier, actually, the fire ability. But you might see that later on too if I get lucky. Unfortunately, fire is not the fastest ability in the game, but it's totally cool. There's a lot of other fast, cool abilities too. I tried my hardest to actually get around that boulder before he crumbles the wall. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. But it's fun. Alright, so taking the top out here is actually a little bit faster for using wheel specifically. So that's why I take that. That turn around there I tried to do on that last Scarfy was It's only a few frames to get, and I missed it unfortunately because I did it a little early. But it's fine. I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna heal. Should give me this fire bubble, which I can combine with this guy, and get high jump. Okay, so that was useless. So yeah, whenever I have like certain abilities in my bomb screen here that just aren't gonna be useful for me, I will combine them and hopefully get something that's useful. That's what I'll be trying to do the entire time. Something useful like a wheel or a tornado. Thankfully I have 2 tornadoes right now, so that's a pretty nice thing to have. Alright, this song here is a remix of the Legendary Era machine music from Kirby's Day Red. It's after you get all the parts in for Hydra or Dragoon in City Trial mode. It's a remix of that. So I'm gonna get this malware here for the same reason as I explained earlier. Just whenever I have a power that's just useless, I just want to combine that with the powers and hopefully get something cool. Do that right about here. I gotta keep it again. Okay, that was useless again, but it's fine. Alright, there's another wheel bubble right there. Another free one. Oops. And I'm gonna hope for the best right here. If I don't get this, I'm actually gonna waste a tornado. I need to get rid of 1 power in my bomb screen here by the end of this fight. Alright, so tornado it is. So tornado is one of the better powers in the game too. When you use it, you have about 4 seconds to just do whatever you want with it essentially, because you not get hurt during it. It does a good amount of damage too. It's a it's a kind of OP power in this game. It's also really fast for movement as well. It's really good though. So WBC is a little bit weird for me. The D-pad likes to stick upwards sometimes. So that's what happened right there. The D-pad kind of stuck upwards, so I kind of just like floated, and then like went downwards. This is why I use Tornado, because I get a free one right there anyways. Alright, so fun fact in this game. Whenever you get hit by an enemy, you lose your power. But if you hold down while losing your power, or while getting hit, you will not lose your power. So that's why this strat works right here, where I can just go inside Yatagane here and just destroy him from the inside like that with Sword. And Sword is the most damage of everything I have right now. It's a really wonky strat, but it works very, very well actually. Yeah, D-pad stuck up right there. Whenever you see me just go straight upwards, I'm not doing that on purpose. That's the D-pad. That's the Wii UVC D-pad saying, well, let's just make it go upwards. Alright, I didn't get the right height off of that, but it's fine. Oops. Yeah, I want to get a free question mark bubble there every single time. Because like I mentioned earlier, I want to get some invisibility candies from them, which speeds up bosses a lot. Thankfully in this area, the main strat for his boss is to get invisibility candies. Or get invisibility candy and destroy him from the inside. Because unfortunately it's the fastest way to kill him. There's no other power that's good for a boss, but we'll get there when we get there. I'd switch to use a different controller though for Wii UVC. But it's whatever. My favorite to speedrun? That'd probably be either this game or Kirby Superstar Ultra. But I'm really hating any of the Kirby games I've speedrun before. Except for Dreamland. Screw Dreamland. Kirby's Dreamland's not that much of a speedrun. But like, it's really short and luck based. So a lot of people have run it before. Alright, let me get that just because I can. Do a little bit of a... Oh yeah, by the way, a key of tornado jumps, a key of wheel jumps, I also use tornado jumps, which gives me a little bit of height off of using a tornado like that. Normally you just get regular jump height off of like stuff like that, but if you press A then B and hold down A, you get a really large tornado jump right there. It's very useful. Also, here's a boss rush. This boss rush is gonna be pretty nice, hopefully. There we go. So now, first boss of that boss rush is Bonkers, who has a hammer power, and the hammer power actually is the most powerful attack in the game, which is this attack right here, called the hammer flip. Am I going inside before my invisibility runs out? No, it didn't. Okay. That's fine. So that wasn't the best fight in the world with that little boss there. But yeah, hammer flip, for reference, it'll do I think 8 hits to this enemy right here, but hammer flip does 5. Or excuse me, I didn't explain that correctly. The sword ability will do 8 hits to that boss, but hammer flip does 5 hits. What? How did I not kill him? That was weird. I should have been enough damage to kill him, but I guess not. He's in the way of the door. That's unfortunate. Get out of the way. Get out the way. Okay, cool. So yeah, I lost a lot of time there, to say the least. Yep. You'll see hammer flip as well in other games too, like Super Star Ultra I think also has it. It's very useful there too. Alright, so this is the one room we got the animal scroll for. I'll just do this real attack here. It just saves a lot of time on digging through this. And that's how we get a free invincibility candy like that. I tried to do 2 gestures there, but unfortunately I missed it. Which is okay. It's just alright. But yeah, I'm using this last question bubble here to hopefully get invincibility candy on before the boss. So I have a little time before he appears. Actually, no, wait, no, I won't be doing that. I have to get rid of this really quick. Because I need to get... There's one more question bubble in this level here that I need to get. It's at the very end of it. Down here? As you can see, like, a lot of this world is not actually a lot of wheel, which is a good change of pace in the rest of the run so far. While a lot of the early levels in this run are using wheel a lot. Because it's faster, but in this case, it's actually faster to use other powers. Which is good. Power variety is one thing that I like a lot about Kirby games. You don't see a lot of the same stuff a lot of time because of that. At least in a speedrunning sense, I mean. So there we go. One more last question bubble. And then we out. Unfortunately, it's because wheel's so efficient in this game, you don't see a lot of power variety because of it, but in these later levels you do. Which is definitely good. If you want to still have power variety in the run though, check out Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. That's a very variety one. Oh yeah, I was a little bit off there. So hey, here's what we do with this guy. This is Bobo. Bobo likes to go into the background, fly around, and just all around avoid damage a lot of time. Thankfully here I got good luck, because he flew into the lava. And now he's dead. That was good. That was a good fight. So Bobo can fly into the backgrounds again, which wastes like 5 or 6 seconds or so when he does that. And invincibility candy is on a timer. I can't exactly have the entire invincibility candy go on if he flies into the backgrounds. So yeah, thankfully Bobo would not do that this time. It got close though. Alright, there's a little tornado right here. And then like after we beat this mini boss, we're gonna switch back to the wheel for a bit. Goes fast. Oh yeah, by the way, Tornado Scroll I got earlier from 3.5, it does more damage whenever I use Tornado on like a service like this. That's what that does. Ah, it's really close that time actually. I think it was actually a frame off from getting that one. I've not gotten a wheel, but I've not gotten invincibility candy so far yet, which is actually not a good thing in this case. Alright, combine these. This level is... Oh, cool. Got wheel. That's good. Because I actually need 2 more invincibility candies to save time on the last few bosses. Need just a little bit more. But yeah, what I got there is actually just a free invincibility candy again. It's inside one of the barrels where you fall down a little bit. I'll be using that for Meta Knight, the boss of World 7. If I'm able to get a invincibility candy before the boss of this world, then I can save a ton of time there too. Also, it's my favorite level in the game. Because of the music mostly. The song here is a remix of the Quiet Forest theme from Kirby 64, which is the song in the second level of the game. Also one of the few original remixes in this game. Well, this game uses a lot of just recycled music from other Kirby games. This one's original. It's not a bad thing. All other Kirby games do the exact same thing. Yes, I did. I got some fire right there. Boom, boom. Oh, get that. Alright, so that's the last required chest in the game right there. Getting the last star seal in the game. Every time you collect a chest, you get an extra 3-second long animation at the end of each level. Don't you see me not collect chests at all whatsoever. Alright, I'm worried about the last screen of this level here. The last screen of this level is very worrying because it's a giant pit with a bunch of platforms. If I fall down and lose wheel, that is not good. So as you can see in this game, you want to protect your wheel power here like you're protecting the President of the United States. If you're like the SWAT team or Secret Service. Anyways, bad analogy, but we're gonna ignore that. This is the last room coming up right here. Hopefully this goes okay. This room is difficult. Nope, I messed it up already. That's fine. I can still work at this. Like that. And just get in here. It was slow, but we're okay. Exactly. That's no good. So this level is actually one of the reasons why VVC is so much faster. That's not one of the reasons, but it's faster for like every single loading screen. But anyways, the loading screens of this level specifically, especially for this room right here, are really long. Because like on DS, I mean, and 3DS. Like really, really long. So playing on VVC saves a ton of time just on this level specifically. That's good. Go for this guy just so I can get inside the door. One small thing I don't want to be doing a lot is don't want to like be in the air as I go into the door, unless I'm like just getting out of like a power. Because if I'm in the air like that, I'll actually pop into the door, and that lose like like half a second, I think. Not a whole lot, but it's still like worth it. Adds up. All right, that room wasn't that good, but it's okay. Nice. Alright, so this level is very, very important. I'll explain a lot during it, but what we're doing for a lot of these levels is getting these quick run bubbles. There's one after every single boss. This boss rush here. So basically, Spanger's gonna grab a chest. I'm gonna go inside the door, go out, and suddenly the boss is over. And I don't want to grab that again. Sorry, Fire. This is not your day. Alright, so same deal here, except I'm not gonna go in there. I'm gonna combine this. Okay, I was 2 off. It goes throw the magic, the invincibility candy. Alright, this is important, I get 2 of them here. Ah, what? Okay. I got no invincibility candies. I'm probably not gonna go for the rest of the run either, unfortunately. That really sucks, but it's okay. It's a really hard trick, so I'm not too worried about it. So now we've been using Tornado on Doroch. If I'm invincible, I can't use it here though, because he gets absolutely destroyed with it. However, he also gets absolutely destroyed with Ice Tornado. But not as bad as like Invincible Candy, of course. There we go. I actually get luck in him this time, which is always nice. Should be even with PB on this one, actually. In PB, I also did not get Invincible Candy on Doroch there. But like I mentioned, those quick run bubbles are a 4-frame trick to actually get them correctly. To actually get to Invincible Candy correctly. It's really difficult. It's not exactly necessary to complete the game either, which is a good thing. It just saves a lot of time. It's very important I don't lose my power here. And like I mentioned earlier, the Wii VC, the gamepad, D-pad likes to just stick up sometimes. That's especially really bad in these water levels because there's spikes everywhere too in enemies. Mostly the spikes I'm worried about, but thankfully I got past that. You'll see later on too, like how bad it is. But hopefully I don't really have to show that off. Okay. So I messed up my slime there actually, that's why I got hit right there. This game is good. Glad you're liking it, Rock. This game's also really good casually to 100%. Because of all the chests and everything too. It's very simple to follow. And the rewards you get for it are really, really good. Alright, I actually want to give her a power there before we got into this, before we got into that star there, because again, a metal bubble. Metal actually saves time on the next level. Though metal is actually the slowest power in the game. But it's good for one specific thing. Which you'll see soon. Oh, let's get up here. There we go. So there's also fire tornado for everyone. Now if I do this correctly, I can 2-cycle this boss. Which I did. That's a little tricky there because tornado moves just as fast as the crab on the ground. So I'd be very careful on where I use that. Also had just enough time to get 5 hits on the crab while it's in the air. If it was in the air like that, I have to hit him 5 times in order for him to go down. Alright, so now we got 7-3. I didn't let myself up here. Okay. So as you just saw right there, metal moves very, very slowly. But the important part of metal is that it actually saves time on falling down, which this level is all about falling down. Unfortunately, that's the last part where it saves time. Just in those 2 screens. And then, we got this. If you like the crab boss and have Bear Twitch TV, spam butter sauce, please. That's the only crab I know of, actually. Fuller is one equivalent FZ, but there's not. Yo, nice, I got it. All you fans of fire, by the way, you'll be seeing fire in this level as soon as I get out of this water section. This is actually a personal least favorite level in the game, though, because this water section. And because the actual land section after this is, like, pretty annoying, unfortunately. So there's a little bit of a maze right here you have to go through. Take it down right here, a little up. A little bit down action. Then, bam. I just fall into the door here. Just like that. And now, get fire. Check it out. All you fans of double fire, you're welcome. So yeah, if I had power here of any sorts, I'd use it just to be at his last room. Thankfully I do this time. 2 fires right here. This last part is a little tricky though. Actually no, Sprout works there, I should use that from now on. Alright, go in this door, bring us to the right side of the room, then go through this door, and now we're out of the level. That's a really solid level for me actually. In fact, I gold by almost 2 seconds on my splits, so that's really cool. Alright, don't blink, this is the most important level in the game. This level is extremely important. Oh god, I got tripped up there, I had to do something for a second. Oh god. But yeah, the entire point of the level is to catch that chest before it gets to the very end. But obviously, chests are slow. Chests are very slow, so we're not going to use that. Alright, now I got Midnights. Midnights we're going to use Invisibility Candy on. Because this is how this hitbox works, I can actually just use Invisibility Candy and destroy him like this. If he stands still for 1 second. Thank you. Alright, yeah, there he is. And actually I have exactly what I need for the rest of the game here. I need 1 wheel, 1 tornado, and really that's it. That's all I really need. So this tornado is going to be used for Dr. Roach, the second last boss of the game, and this wheel is going to be used after the main boss in A3. That's literally all I need for the rest of the game at this point. Just need to survive until then, and not lose this wheel here. If I lose this wheel right here, then I'm going to actually lose a lot of time. Because having the backup wheel in this level is just waste a lot of time. However, if I get another wheel here, I'll be okay. Because I'll actually save time on the stream between both final bosses. But we'll see what happens eventually. And bam. Nope, we got Cupid. Alright, so because I actually have a wheel during that cannon part, I'll be going down this path instead. If I don't have a wheel, there's actually a free wheel I can get if I go on the bottom left path instead of the bottom right path. But the bottom right path is the fastest way out of that section. Alright, these jumps are, I think, a few frames to do. And I got all three of them, so that's cool. Those jumps are like nearly frame perfect, and I got all three of them just like it's nothing. Now the 3-second gold splits, alright. This might actually PB if I get good luck on the final boss. Which PB not gets. But the rest of these levels are really good, so I got hope for it. Alright, this entire stream right here is all wheel jumping, because these blocks are very combustible. So there we go. Another wheel jump right here. Use my invincibility frames, I'll just go through these enemies. Oops, that was not good. Alright, there we go. Alright, a little bit faster to just go through wire. What the game wants you to do here is use Ninja, because Ninja has the uncanny ability to just stand on wire for whatever reason. Then you flip to the door over here. Yeah, it was really huge early on in the game. Having bad wheel luck in after King Deity is really not good. Yeah, I'm only 3 seconds behind right now, but this level's a gold split in PB, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, wheel is just crazy in this game. It's honestly like really OP if you know all the glitches and stuff. Alright, but yeah, this is why I need another wheel after his main boss up here. There's a main boss in this room, and I need Sword for it, because Sword is the second most powerful ability in the game after Hammer. But Hammer is really rare to get most of the time, so instead we got Sword. Oh wow, he had one hit left. Okay, that's good enough. Come on, please wheel jump. There it is. It's not gonna keep it out of that, so that's not good. But it's fine. I don't need anything else. The last power I need for the final boss of the game is actually right before the second last boss of the game, so it's perfect. Loss of tempo? I don't know what you mean by that. Like momentum? There's not much momentum loss actually. It's all works like very well actually, for mechanically at least. Okay. Last little major stream in the game here for wheel. Oh, crap. Nice, that was very solid. Alright, good enough. Now, same thing you did earlier in the boss rush. With these squeaks, we're going to be doing this. Go in the door, go out, and then end the level. Alright, I need some good luck in this final boss here. If I get good luck, I will probably PB actually. I have 25 seconds here, I'm currently 9 behind. Alright, let's go. Don't teleport a lot. So yeah, what I want Dr. Roach here to do is not teleport a lot. Because when he moves around like this, then it just wastes a lot of time like that. Ooh, this is really good. Oh, he has one more hit left. Don't teleport! Thank you! Alright, let's see if I can do this. Oh, now I get it! Of course. Now I get invincibility candy after I don't even need it. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, that's the invisibility candy mix there. It's 4 frames again. It's really good. Now it's time for this part. The final boss of the game is coming up really soon. For our final boss, we'll be using Collier, because Collier is very powerful. That can move her everywhere, and he likes to move around a lot and be really random. So hopefully he is not random this time. Now unfortunately, invisibility can't do much for him. Actually, I'm gonna use him actually, since I have it. I'm gonna use it on him and see what it does. Probably not a whole lot, unfortunately, because his hitbox works weirdly. Rip the epic final boss meter though. Actually, yeah, it's not gonna be good for this. I'm just gonna not worry about it. If I can just kill him easily like this, because I'm invincible. Crap. Alright, time's coming up soon. I'll call it out. It's when the string phase completed to whites. Also, this is barely gonna be PB. This is actually a PB for me. Alright. And... time. Nice. On my screen it's a 50-26. Which is a PB by 5 seconds. Alright. Now I got my headphones on, boys, if I want to read a donation. Sorry about that.
Alright, I timed that at 45:28 on my end.
So cool, that's good too. Either way,
Yeah,
it's still
that is
PB.
awesome, man.
Thank you.
So,
I have a lot more time to save too, thanks to WDC, but we'll get
so
there.
we did meet the goal for the glitch exhibition. So
Cool.
whenever you are ready for that, you can set up as well or do that.
I shall do that in that case. Basically, I only have 2 glitches to show off, but they're both kinda cool in their own rights. Also, by the way, it's PB/world record because formal record did not use WeVC, so I'm trying to optimize more on WeVC recently. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be the first thing we would do here. This is the easier of the 2 things I want to show off. I mean, this wheel bubble right now, and then we go back to World 4 right here. If you watch my AGQ 2016 run of this game, then you might recognize this glitch I showed off. But there's another glitch after this I want to show off too, if possible. So, we're gonna do that. Anyways, I gotta go to the 3rd screen of this level here. Whatever this metal bubble is. So basically, metal is really heavy. And the game recognizes that in this fashion. What I'm doing for this, I'm gonna stand on the very edge of this platform here. Then I'm gonna puff up twice like that. And, again, a little farther over. Alright, let's see if I can line us up. Come on. I think it's 1 frame over. Almost there. Okay, yeah. It's frame perfect at this, but it's okay, you'll enjoy it. Come on. There it is. Alright, so this is the earthquake glitch. So basically, the game wants you to fall off the screen or off the edge here because you're Kirby and all that. But however, you're too heavy to fall off because you're metal. So say you just get this little animation coming up here, and then lower your volume really quick. Alright, so now I'm going to use the ability to scroll for wheel, which is I press B and this happens. Earthquake! The screen just suddenly shakes a ton. Watch out. There it is. So yeah, that's what it is. Oops, that's one thing. I want to do that. So yeah, one more glitch I want to show off here. It takes a little bit of setup, but if I get it, it's kind of cool. I have to go to 8-3, using the wheel bubble to get there quickly. Oh wait, no, I'm done. I forgot. I need actually a different bubble really quick. Because it requires this, and I can't get it anywhere else in the game. Anyways. I'm gonna use a ghost bubble here, which is a power they get exclusively after you collect all the ghost medals, which is part of a game 100% in this game is. It's in certain levels of the game, but thankfully, for sake of time, I got it already. So I'll be using this to do something kind of cool. Now, I guess I'll explain what's done, though I don't have a good explanation for it personally. Anyways, you know the sword we used earlier in the run? I'm gonna be possessing it like this. This is what wheel does, or excuse me, ghost does. It possesses enemies like this. I gotta be careful with my health though. I can only get hit I think like 4 times. So yeah, this power is very spooky as you can tell. It just allows you to possess enemies. It's actually pretty fun to mess around with. But there's one use of it that is very, very nice. And it's pretty fun itself. I want to kill this beam right here. Here we go. And now if I do this dash correctly, I can... Come on. Let's get it. There you go, I can clip out of bounds. Just like that. Then just do whatever I want here. The boss trigger, or main boss trigger is right here. It doesn't trigger until we get to the left side of the room. Which makes sense. Now if I actually get rid of my enemy there, I can just float around like this as normal. However, there's something really weird I figured out recently with this ghost power when we clip out of bounds. So yeah, the power just goes up like that into the wall, first off. That's one thing. Just kind of clicks randomly a bunch. Second off, whenever I jump, I have a wall right here. And I go slightly downwards every time I do that. Every time I jump. I don't know why. But same right here. I can float up whenever I want to, but in order to actually go down, I need to like jump a bunch or just keep floating like this, and I'll just fairly slowly drift down. Just keep going all the way down here, ever so slightly, like a leaf in the gentle fall breeze, gentle autumn breeze. Just keep on floating, just right through the wind, just like that, though. But yeah, that's all we want to show off of this glitch exhibition. Those are main 2 glitches that are really, they're kind of fun to show off like this. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and next we got, I think, Llama Lana by Hidden Distance. That should be a really fun run. That game got really broken recently, so it should be pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you enjoyed this run.
Awesome, thanks for coming. So
No problem.
Next we have Hidden Distance with the Llama Lana remake. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other computer and get all that set up. So go ahead and stick with us here, everyone.